Welcome, welcome. Here we go, live. Go live. Okay. Yay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Say hello to your neighbors if you haven't already. I think you've been doing a great job of chatting without any prompting.
Hi, neighbors.
Okay, make sure you know the people's names around you.
Liz, yes. Liz.
Great, great. And YouTube people,
Not sure who that is.
welcome. I will speak more slowly and louder tonight. Hello. How would you feel about me taking off my mask? All right, great. What I have is a resonance mask. It is rated 95. Ariana just got one. Susan Peterson has one. It takes a little adjusting. I actually cut the ends, or I took the button off so I could tie it behind my ears. It gets hot, but at least you have room for your mouth to move. And we like that. Have a stand, everyone. Stretch. Yes, feel those ribs.
And
Are
you all comfortable with me not masking as well?
And stretch the other way. Great. Good. Hello. Rachel Dent. I get to announce people like... Good, good. Jog in place. Nice. Shake out your hands. And remember, we did a little bit of alignment with the hymnal. Last week, I worked so hard on alignment and have been working, and it happens every time I redo my alignment. My neck was killing me. So it was just those muscles that get a little stretched out during the texting or the computer work. And then we have to reuse these muscles. Great. All right. Do a Jacqueline's tongue rolls. Outside of the teeth. Inside the teeth. Stick your tongue way out to your chin. Up to your nose as far as you can go. You're right. Side to side. So that flexible. Massage under your chin because we get a lot of tongue tension at the root. Okay. Good. Massage the jaw because the jaw tension can cause a lot of issues. Good. Okay. Everyone just do a lizard tongue. Good. Now remember we talked about the breathing. Now that you have nice alignment, we talked about the breathing and talking about those ribs. The muscles are contracting. They're getting shorter. So the ribs will go up like bucket handles. Let's everyone try that. Up. And no shoulders, just the ribs. Right, just drop your shoulders. And then elongate, 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 elongate. Very good. Now we're going to add a dowager's hump to this, your favorite. So I would like you to do this and breathe into your back. You feel that expansion. Now give yourself a hug like this and feel that expansion in your back. Good, and stand up again. And now I would like you to combine the dowager's breath and the ribs. Combine the dowager's breath without the hump, without the leaning. So remember how that felt? All right, so dowager's breath, ribs. And now we're going to add a third dimension, and that's the waist. That's these, the obliques and the transverse abdominals. And what I'd like you to do is push on the pew in front of you. Just push down and see if you can engage this. Can you feel that in there, in here? Push maybe a little harder, a little. And maybe resist and go up. You go up and push down into the sand. Yeah, that's nice, nice alignment. Feel it a little bit, maybe a little bit right here. I would like you to breathe into that and release your abdominal viscera, your stomach. Sometimes people will say breathe into the belly. So breathe into the belly, but I really don't want you to breathe into this belly here because we don't want the rectus abdominis, but we want the transverse and the obliques. So breathe, and you're going to drop it into your pelvis, okay? So here we go. Drop into the pelvis and breathe. Feel that release? So instead of a tight, we're going to release. Great. Do that again. Release in. Good. Now we're going to combine the dowager's breath and the belly breath without leaning over. Ready? And breathe. Feel it? Both spots? Kind of. Great. Now we're going to do the belly breath and the ribs together. Ready? And. Nice. And your alignment is perfect. Good. And now we're going to do all three. And we're going to do the dowager's hump, the belly breath, and the ribs. Ready? All three. Great. Would you give us a D chord? And we're going to sing brio, B-R-I-O. We're going to take a breath, all three spots. Brio, 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 brio. And then you're going to release, reset. Brio, brio, brio. So rather than stopping and going, we're going to just go right from one reset to the next. So back to the D. Ready? Three, a tripartite breath. Breathe in and go. And reset. Elongate. And reset. Good. I hope YouTube people can hear you because you sound terrific. And reset. Sorry to interrupt you. And good. Dowager hump, ribs, and belly. And all three. And brio, 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 brio. And one more. Reset, release. Wonderful, wonderful job. Good job. So now our challenge is to do that every time we breathe, because we're going to forget to breathe. I would like to do You've Got to Be Taught. It should be your very last piece. You've got to be taught, under Y. And how many people know this? Kind of, maybe you've heard it a gazillion years ago. It's from South Pacific, and the reason I want to do this is all I want you to do is to think about that breathing. Okay, so if you want to give us, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, and 3-part breath. And you've got to be taught. Breathe. And breathe. 3-part breath. And 3-part breath. You've got to be taught. 3-part. All 3 parts. Two, 3, and you've got to. Dowitcher's hump. And good. That's a B. Yes, nice job. Are you sort of getting that release, that reset? When you breathe, you do not go, but if you open your body, you open your ribs, you open your back, and you release in the belly, it gets drawn in. So you blow out, a vacuum is created, and you do. And it's silent. It's silent. Jacqueline, would you sing it? Come up here and sing it, and I will play the accompaniment. Just a couple things, a couple rhythmic problems. Watch for ta, ta, dot, ti, ta, ta. A quarter note, a dotted quarter, and an eighth note. So let's say second line, well, even the first line. You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught. And that rhythm happens everywhere, everywhere. You've got to be taught before it's too late. So that dotted rhythm happens a lot. Great. So why don't you go up there for YouTube people?
Just wondering if there's a little difference between the two versions of the accompaniment.
Well,
You said something about the melody being different. A note?
that, do you have the old one or the new one?
This one and this one.
Right. Let's see.
Something's different.
Do you have the old one?
And this one.
But do you have, is this the old one?
I don't know.
I don't know then. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Here we go. Now this will have the measures in that are empty for you, and that will give you time to exhale and then check out that dowager's hump. Okay, here we go. And breathe. And that's you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You've Sorry. Great. Everyone stand and do that. There's just one spot. Do not take a breath. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made. So no breath there. That's, I don't know where that.
Is it supposed to be dear little ear? Because it just says dear little ear.
It should be dear. Mm-hmm. So you've got to be taught before it's too late, before you say, yes. And yes, dear little ear. Okay, let's try it again. As much as possible now, watch the breath and then sing to Jacqueline. Okay. And breathe. Three-part breath. Great job. Great job. Did you hear how on pitch you were? Fantastic. Any other comments?
No, all good to me.
Yay. Breath is really important. Very important. All right. Let's do a little bit of Alma. Alma Redemptoris. And let's do a little bit of the beginning. Alma Redemptoris Mater. Everyone say that, please.
Alma Redemptoris Mater.
Right, Mater. Now, the next step after breathing is the vocal folds, and that's where our frequencies happen and our pitch happens. And then up above that is our vocal tract, and we want to address the vocal tract. One way of getting more resonance, and this is why opera singers can sing without microphones, is their larynx is dropped a little bit. You don't have to push it down because you don't want that. But everyone find your Adam's apple. That's where your vocal folds are attached. Mary, I've got some music up here for you. So that's where your vocal folds are attached. I want you to put your fingers just a little bit under the Adam's apple and say from here, I mean, this doesn't really happen. You don't really say your words down here, but say, Alma Redemptoris. Alma Redemptoris. That's a nice low larynx. Do that again. Great. So here we are. We're going to sing everyone please sing the alto part on the first page. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and do that again and put your finger a little bit under that larynx. Under the Adam's apple. Try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 1. Good, and now let's do the soprano line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Yes, yes. Do that again, sopranos, and kind of feel the vibrations right down. Everyone sing the soprano line. It's not too hard, too high. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Yes, do you hear how it's louder? The reason it's louder is because our larynx is a little lower. What's the significance of a little lowered larynx? What's going to happen to that vocal tract? It's longer. It's just like a bigger organ pipe. Do that again. Let's do both parts on your own. Just drop just a little. You don't have to push it down. You don't want tongue, or you don't want muscles in your throat. Just drop it. First, let's do this. Raise it up. And it's going to sound like you had a helium balloon. Hi, 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 hi. Good. Now drop and say, hi. Right. All right. On your own part. 1, 2, alto start. And. Good. Now, alto sopranos, I heard, oh, it got a little high. Alma. Everyone again, alma. Right. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and. Nice. And now we're going to go back to that breath. All 3 parts of your body. Try that again. Everyone breathe. The 3-part breath. 3, 4. Yes. Stay on your body. Yes. Yes, you can't give up. You have to go beyond the finish line. Great. Soprano line next. Alma redemptoris mater. Everyone say that, please. Alma redemptoris mater. Great. Let's do the soprano line. And 1, 2. Alma redemptoris mater. Breathe. Alma redemptoris mater. Redemptoris mater. Good. And then the alto line. Measure 5. And breathe 3 parts. Ready? And. Alma redemptoris mater. Redemptoris mater. Redemptoris mater. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ter. Right. Good. Now, let's put that together, starting with the soprano, measure 4. Don't forget your 3-part breath, ever again. 1, 2. Altos.
Oh dear.
And we all end up on a C. Oops, someone has burgled Haver Hall. Michael, where are you?
Is it Haver Hall or is it the,
Or it could
preschool?
be the... It's not us.
What's it called?
There's a nursery over there, too. Maybe it's that. Yeah. Yes, let's close the door. Good. Let's stand and do that, everyone. Sorry. Here we go. Let's start from the very beginning. Oh, we're okay. Good. From the very beginning.
Rock duty.
We're trying to decide whether to keep the door open or shut. For the people on YouTube, they're wondering what the heck's going on here. Thank you. Here we go. Altos. Can I get a little more beef from here? Everyone say, Alma. Yes, in this lower range, you're almost on speaking vocal folds. Okay, but that breath is what brings those folds together. 1, 2, 3, and breathe. Ah, ah, yes, yes. 3. Oh, and what does F stand for? Loud. 3, 4. Nice. Excellent. And yay, wonderful job, wonderful job, good job. Let's do just a little bit more, the next 2 pages. Everyone say, que per via cieli.
Que per via cieli.
Portamanes.
Portamanes.
Right. Now, I should have done this. We are not going to take a break. We're going to go, que per via cieli portamanes. So put a line between cieli por and keep going. Now you have different rhythms. The sopranos are que per via cieli portamanes. And the altos are que per via cieli portamanes. So you hold your ma an extra beat. And then you both say portamanes. Let's start with the altos. Que, nice dropped larynx. And 1, 2. Que per via cieli portamanes. And do that again. 1, breathe. Let's do that three-part breath, the ribs, the belly, and without bending over, the dowager's hump. 1, breathe. Yes. Yes, everyone sing that, please. Ready? Everyone. 1, 2. Excellent, excellent. And now let's do the soprano line. 1, 2. And that's it. Very good. So no breath for you, sopranos, between the in 14 cieli por. All right? Let's do the soprano line one more time. Yours is shorter. 1, 2. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Great. Altos, you begin. Watch that breath, because the minute you did that nice breath, ooh, the sound came out so beautifully. What a good breath does, it sucks your vocal folds together. Que per via. And I didn't have to go, que. That's topping off. Que makes it so easy to sing. Okay, altos, you begin. 1, 2. Yes. And nes portama. Oops, good. And your next word will be et. Right, do that again. Let's just do the altos again. Okay, 1, all 3-part breath. 1, 2. Now, careful. Chili, bum, bum, here comes the bride. It's called a perfect fourth. Here comes the bride. Okay, start with chili, por. So it's 1 step above chili. Start on measure 12. 1, 2, and breathe. Oh, and chili. Oh, I forgot to mention, this now is in 3/2 time. And 3/2 time, what does the 2 underneath that mean? The half note gets 1 beat. So, and therefore, the whole note will get 2 beats. So it's chili por 1, 2, 3, 1. And the top number 3 means 3 beats in a measure. 3 beats in a measure, the half note gets 1 beat. What is the note that usually gets 1 beat? A quarter, right. So do your cheli, ready? Measure 12. 1, 2, 3. Exactly, exactly. With the sopranos, make sure you drop in your abdominal viscera. Use those obliques and the TVAs, the transverse abdominals, right here. I can kind of feel them lean out a little bit. Qui peria, qui. When you use your body, it's so easy, easier. Okay, and altos. And 1, 2. Yes. And yes. Oh, very good. Did you hear that? I hope you heard it and felt it. Let's do that again. So you're going to use this. You're going to use this elongation, and you're going to use your whole back. One last time. 1, 2. Good. And your next note is it, down a fourth. Manis, it. And have a little high tongue. It. Good. I think that's all we'll do. What I'm going to ask you to do is listen. Have a seat. Listen on the listening to that next page, 5 and 6. All right. Now I would like to go in this same piece. Let's do page 8. We're still on Alma. Page 8. Everyone say tu, que genuisti, natura mirante, genuisti tuum sanctum genitorum. Got all that? Genuisti tuum sanctum genitorum. Good. Let's do a little bit of, well, maybe I'll have you just listen to this. We'll save time and just listen to that. Great. Now we're going to go to page 9, and I want to remind you at measure 71, soprano 2's And altos, if you want to join, at measure 71, you're doing the second line down. And soprano ones, you're doing the top line. All right? Then at measure 79, which is the very last measure of that page 9, altos, you are going to come in on Virgo Prius, and you stay on the second line. Soprano 2s, you go back at measure 80, go back up on the first line. All right, may we just do a little bit of that? Remember, Prius, the car, Virgin before and after. All right, let's start with the altos, and remember, these lines are very similar. So here we go. We're going to start with the second sopranos. Altos, join in if you wish. Okay, here we go. So Virgo, everyone say Virgo Prius. Ac posterius. Great. All right, here we go. Ready? 1. Virgo Prius. Posterius. Virgo Prius. And you stop, and then the next page you join. Virgo. And then soprano ones come in. Great. Soprano ones, measure 72. And a 1. One, 2, 3, breathe. Breathe. Great, great. Relax your jaw. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. And again, use that 3-part breath. Right. May we do just measure 80? Watch your alignment. And add this little lean. And soprano ones. And a 1. Oh, I'm sorry. Soprano 2s, you join, right? And a 1. Yes. Yes. Good. Keep your tongue root nice and relaxed so we don't go stereos. And that's another part of the resonance that we'll address next week. Good. Is the tongue. But great job. Let's do it all together.
May I throw in?
Altos.
May I throw in a comment here?
Yes.
For sopranos, be very careful that you say Virgo, not Virgo.
Right.
That's
never
slipped
an
out,
R.
and that'll get to be a habit right away. So grab it now.
Thank you. And what does a Virgo do to the root of the tongue? It's like stuffing a pillow down the tube. Virgo. So you want to keep that tube, that resonation tube, wide open, no pillows. All right, let's do altos, measure 79, and 1. That's it. Now, can you do a little bit of hey, right down on that lowered larynx. Try that again. And everyone, just drop your larynx, relax it down, okay? Just, it's a little sexier rather than hi. Okay, here we go. And 1. Excellent. Now let's put it all together. Measure 71. YouTube, I hope you can hear the parts a little bit. I'm not singing them. Here we go. And remember, hold it. Dowager's hump, rib cage, drop into your abs, and a 1. One. And vertical preus. You know, I have never had the chorus sing so on pitch. It's really terrific. You are doing a fantastic job. Now, I'm going to ask a couple of seconds if you would be willing at measure 72 to join the firsts. How many altos are singing measure 71? Right. So we've got some support for that. I was afraid we wouldn't. So let's have a couple of seconds go that way. Great. Let's do that again. Everyone say, hey. Hey, you in the back. With nice alignment. And what we want to happen here is this is nice and loose, so that can just go, hey, hey. Everyone do that. Yes, you don't want to know about the cricothyroid action here, but you got to stay loose. Otherwise, you won't get those high pitches. All right, here we go. Whoever's singing it. And a 1. Three-part breath. And vertical. Oh, you are fantastic. And thank you for helping it out, because now I think it's more balanced. Great job. The next page is as written. Then measure 95. The altos after 94, you're going to go down to the low G, and then you're going to hop up to the soprano line. Okay? Then you're going to stay on that line until 98, and you're going to stop. And then altos you pick up at 102. Okay? Sopranos. When you get to 94, 95, you're going to stop. Do not sing. At measure 97, you're going to sing peccato, and you're going to go on the second line down. All right? 98, you're on the second line. 99, you're on the second line. 100, you're on the second line, and then you do an arrow up, and you go to peccatorum on the first line. Questions? Okay, let's do that little road map. Let's start with 94, altos, your ave, and I'd like you to do this a little bit. Ave. And I want you to wiggle your tongue, because the tongue position is another important factor in that resonance in the vocal tract. Ave. Ready? And then you're going to jump back up to the same D you just left. Okay, here we go. 94. And excellent. Do that again, and let's add the breath. Yes. 3, 4. Tongue. And 3-part breath. Use your abs. Perfect, 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 perfect. And then you don't come in again until 102. Great. Sopranos, you are going to start with 94, and then Jacqueline, if you would just play that little alto interlude. All right? And I would like you to wiggle your tongue. Ave, because we want the tongue nice and high. 3, 4. And off. Peccatorum. And jump down. Peccat. And do it again. Wiggle your tongue. And one more. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's put that together. 94, everyone. Let's stand. And the reason it's like, oh no, I don't want, I'm too tired. But our instrument is our body. And we can, everyone, breathe into your dowager's hump. Breathe into your lower abs. Drop into your pelvis. Now do the dowager's hump and the pelvis. Feel it. And then do the ribs. Add all 3. And here we go. 3, 4. And altos. Oh, but you know what? Did you breathe? Ah, right. Because I can always tell by the tone. Ave, pecca. It kind of comes out. Pecca. Pecca, pecca. So we want to be always on that body. 3, everyone. 3, 4, breathe. Yes, yes. And drop in. Uh-oh. Yes. Lean into the abs. Uh-huh. And here we go. Breathe, breathe. And 3-part breath. Breathe. And miserere. That's it. There's the last page. Good job. Good job. So really listen to those middle parts. Fantastic. Fantastic. Have a seat. Let's do a little deer song. Deer song. This is from the Matthew Shepard cantata. And we are going to all start. We start unison. Okay. There it is. Okie dokie. I would like small groups to do some of those oohs. Ooh. Let's just listen to the whole piece first. Okay. And here we go. Let me know if you can hear it. Deer song. Small group. Now everyone sings. Everyone Jacqueline sings. Practice your breathing right now. Practice your breath. And practice your 3-part breath. And release. Release your breath. And practice your breathing. And we'll stay unison. Small group. Three-part breath. Okay, so that whole part is pretty much like 2 verses unison. And then we can find people, courageous people, to do some of those higher parts. Now, when we get to page 11, you will get, I believe there's a separate track for your own parts. Page 11. Okay, now let's all do it together. Jacqueline, I'm going to ask you to sing because you can sing it and I can't. So, but really use this as a wonderful time to practice that breathing.
The tutti part?
Mm-hmm. So tutti means all. Tutti frutti, all. Here we go, and good. Are you practicing your breathing? Or are you forgetting to breathe? It's really easy to forget to breathe. I have had so many voice teachers say, Deb, breathe. Because you get caught up and you go, and you top off. And the vocal folds have to come apart and come together when you're breathing so that they can come together and you get good sound. Great job. Are you remembering it, some of you? Great. Good. Let's do it again. And now I'd like you, now that you're remembering to breathe, I would like you to, a little bit, that little bit of lowered larynx, just a little bit. Let's start from the beginning, right where you come in. bottom of the first page into the second page. And it's in 6/8 time. So now 6/8, what kind of note gets one beat? An eighth note. So we have 4/4 or 2/4, where the quarter note gets a beat. Now we have an eighth note gets the beat. But in this, when we have 6/8 time, it's actually in 2. It's called duple compound. We will count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has that nice rocking yum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. And that's what the beauty of 6/8 time. Okay, so here we go. Bottom of the page. 1, 2, 3, and breathe. Excellent, excellent. Just one thing, watch the rhythm on measure 19. We move through creation to get. So instead of creation to, it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and then there's the dot. 4, 5, 6, and 1. So creation. So hold those very evenly. We move. Paul Solomonovich is sort of the Robert Shaw of California, and he always said the most difficult thing is to sing in unison. He said, do something hard, sing in unison, because you have to be absolutely in lockstep. So let's do we move through feet, ba, ba, bum, bum, okay? 4, 5, we move through. Yes, excellent. And breathe. Hold it. Now be careful. Welcome. Now the ooh has to be on pitch. Welcome. So round your lips and put it up on pitch rather than welcome. And start, remember, lower larynx with breath. Here we go. 4, 5, 6. Yes. Here it is again. On pitch. Wow, and all that dotted line you put together. How many people have sung this before? Wow, your conductor must have been fantastic. And don't forget your vocal coach and accompanist. That was fantastic. You remembered so well. Now this is the second verse. Breathe, breathe. Great. Nice. So let's just take a notice on measure 44. And where else on earth but these titita waters? So I didn't teach grade school music for 45 years for nothing. So we went titita, tita, tita, da tita, ta. So titita. So those are 2/16. And then measure 47, even. The 1, 2, dot. And then you hold that one because that has the dot. So the first two are even. My own ones, my dearest, are waiting. May we start with that one, my own ones. 4, 5. Excellent. And the one key thing to not go too soon is to hold on to the vowel. Like, my own ones. So don't go to the N, so that you do go, my own ones. And you're going to think, uh-oh, that's an eighth note, not a dotted eighth note. So, my own ones, my dearest. So hang out on that vowel and put it a little bit lower right here. And 4, 5. Good, and wait gets 2 beats because it's a quarter note, and if you cut a quarter note in half, it's 2/8, which is 2 beats. Waiting. And again, if you hold the vowel, wait, and hold the vowel on that second note, you won't go too soon to the T, I'm sure. Do waiting and. Excellent. Now let's go back to measure 43 and ti-ti-ta. You can even write ti-ti-ta. Okay. Where, everyone, hey. Lower, nice, lowered larynx, but breath, 3-part breath. 4, 5. Beautiful. Careful, Excellent. And I'm never too ashamed in my scores, all the years I was in Philharmonia, 15 years, to write things like hold, stop, rest. So on measure 48, write hold. Waiting, or write 1, 2. Or write 2 slashes. Let's do my own ones, because I just heard a little bit of wait. No, hold on to it. 4, 5. Oh, yes. Right. And Craig Hella Johnson probably wrote those different rhythms for a reason. Waiting, rather than waiting, waiting. He's waiting. So he's holding the note. Keep going. Don't forget to breathe. And 4, 5, 6. Put the W, the ooh, a little higher on pitch. 4, 5, 6. Oh, yes. Low larynx. Low larynx. Wow. And then we have parts. The trick of this next part is the rhythm. How many counts is a quarter note? 2. How many counts is 2/8 notes tied together? 2. Right. So it's kind of like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just all do that on an ooh. Okay, but we're going to count 2 beats. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So it's going to jump the gun a little bit. 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4. Go to the third line. Good. Now the third line is the exact same thing, and then there's different things on the top 2 lines. Great. And this is very different than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But da 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 da. I find it a little more plaintive, a little more urgent, a little, I don't know. It's not that la 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 la. It's da 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 da. Let's do 59 again. And now the trick is to do it against the accompaniment. So you're going to be a little plaintive and a little urgent. 4, 5, 6. Keep going and just do the third line, everyone. Same thing. And a little different, yes. And now everyone, let's do the ending. Everyone's going to do that line. When you get to measure 77, which is the bottom system, altos, you stop. Those little rests under there are for you. And the sopranos will go on. And then altos, at measure 78, you come back in. So you have that nice, ooh, ooh. Okay? Everyone at measure 75. I'll play it first. 1, 2. Even. And you end on an E. Everybody ends on an E. 75, take that 3-part breath. Have you forgotten about your back? Have you forgotten about the belly? There, and your alignment goes right up. And 1. Altos. Good. Now, altos, again, don't forget to breathe. Ooh, and put a little lower in your larynx and relax your jaw. May I hear just the altos? You can also do a little of your tongue to keep it loose. Ready? 4, 5, 6. Yes. Keep wiggling your tongue. Yes, yes. Did you hear how much more on pitch it was and brighter? Great. Let's all do the whole ending, measure 75. Yes.
Now, I know that it's 75 altos. Do we sing or not? I see that rest.
You do, well, that's just that beginning rest is just for everybody. This is 75, top of the page. And do you see how the notes, there are stems going up and there are stems going down? That means everybody sings. You are the stems going down. So you sing 75, 76. Notice at 77, the first note has a stem going down. So you sing that, and then you stop. See the rest, the eighth rest, quarter note rest. Those are for you, altos, at 77. Then at 78, you've got notes with stems going down, lines going down, and those are yours, altos. So in this part, you do not have your own line. It's called a closed system, where everybody is on the same line with stems going up and stems going down. They do it to save paper. Okay. 75, closed system, you have the stems going down, you have the stems going up, but it just so happens we're all singing the same note. So here we go. And a 1. Wiggle the tongue. Sopranos. Altos. Excellent. Do this exact same thing and just check your breathing. And breathe. Yes. And don't forget to breathe. And don't forget to breathe, altos. Bravo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well done. Let's just, for the heck of it, let's do Hine Matov from memory. Ha ha. Great. And YouTube people, you get to just look at the most beautiful Jacqueline Anderson. Here we go. Let's stand and do this. When you know a piece, your technique will be better and you'll remember to breathe. Yeah? Breathe. All 3 parts. And drop in the breath. Drop in the breath. I just wanted to see if you could find that note. So they go. If you can hear the alto, sorry. Or you can go la 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 bump down a fourth and back straight up to the same note, right? Let's do 46 sopranos. Can you lower your larynx a bit? I'm going to add one more thing. I'm going to add raising your palate. So would everyone please take a cup of water. I'll do this for the... Take a cup of water as if you are about to take a drink, but don't take the drink. Bring it to your lips. What do you feel in the back of your mouth? Feel it? The high palate. Because when you drink, you don't want water going through your nose and out. You want it to go down. So now we're going to have a nice low larynx, up high palate with the breath. Hine matov. So get that palate. That's another one of the 5 parts of the resonating tract, the vocal tract that we'll address. So we know we have a low larynx and the high palate. All right, add that to your recipe. And here we go. We're going to do measure 45, pick up to 46. Altos begin, measure 46. Altos begin, 1 and 2. Sorry, and yes. Excellent. Now I'm going to ask you to do that whole, what we just did, and keep adding that little tip of water every time you breathe. Hine, hine. So every time you do that 3-part breath, you're going to get ready for water or wine or a margarita, okay? Back to 45. And I'll stop playing that C sharp, I promise. Here we go. 1 and 2. Take your water. Drink the water. And tip the water. Yay! You are brilliant. You are brilliant. Let's do a little swing low. Okay, swing low. We did the first 2, swing low, and a little bit of the second. And let's continue. We did a little deep river. Let's start at the bottom of page 6. Swing low, bottom of page 6. And let's start with the altos. Measure 25. Little tricky rhythm. So, oh, don't you wanna... Sorry, to that God. So here we play it for them, Jacqueline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And gospel peace. So a tiny bit of syncopation. All right, altos. Everyone sing along. Ready? Measure 25. And 3, and breathe. Rest. Gospel feast that 2 same note. Promised. Where? Now this is tricky. 1. Where all is peace. Where all is peace. Where all is peace. Where all is peace. And keep going. Deep river. 3, 4. River, Lord, I wanna cross over into campground. Good. Now, if you don't have it perfectly, don't worry about it. Let's go to 25 second sopranos. Here we go. So you have a little different rhythm. It goes 1. Oh, don't you? Okay, seconds, try that. 3, 4, and rest. Oh, don't you wanna go to that rest? Gospel peace that promised. 1. Promised land where is and 1. Where all is peace. 1. 1. Correct. Where all is peace. And back up to the same note you just sang. Deep river. Rest, rest. I wanna cross over into. Yes, right. Good. Little bit of soprano 1. And you have the melody. You have the melody. So sit tall so you can find all those body parts. 3, 4. Now sharp this. To that go. Now when you get to this next section, just sing that la. You don't even have to sing the words. That and 3 and 1, 2 and breathe. Nice. Well. Now hold this note. Peace. 2, 3, 4. Peace. Peace. And you have the melody. Deep river, Lord. And keep holding. I wanna cross over into campground. Alrighty, we get to try and put it together. Let's just start with the altos and the second sopranos. Okay, 1, 2, sit tall so you can find that dowager's hump and the abs. 3, measure 25. Okay, 3, 4. Oh. Wanna go to that gospel peace that promised up. Where all is peace. Down. Where all is peace. Same note. Where all is peace. And deep river, rest, rest. River, Lord, I wanna cross over into campground. Good. Everybody measure 25. Let's stand. Don't forget to drop in, release for that breath, rather than, but release. Okay? 3, 4. Don't wanna go to that gospel feast that promised land where all is one, where all is peace. One, where all is peace. One, where all is peace. One, where. And keep going. Deep river. And river, Lord, I wanna cross over into campground. Excellent. Let's do the whole piece from the beginning. And I'm going to play it. Great. And I hope that those listening, it's a professional company, and I hope you could follow along. Okay. Let's see. Swing low. Okay. Here we go. From the very beginning, from the top. Okay. Sopranos, breathe, 3 parts.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
That's right. Now, I think we'll do it without the recording. We'll do it without the recording because I think you'll do better. Right.
You can't hear them, their parts.
All right. We will do this way.
Want me to sing this soprano?
Can you sing second soprano? Okay. Sorry. Firsts. Very good. Let's do that again. Great. Just where you come in, measure 7. 1, 2, 3. Now you're unison, so if you've gotten lost, here's where you come in. Ready? Measure 9. The numbers are underneath the scores. Ready? Here we go. Measure 9. All unison. Go. Good. We're going to go measure 10, just altos. I just want to check a few notes. It goes swing low. Careful right here. Don't go to the C, but the D. All right, measure 10 altos. 1, 2. Do that again and add that little sip of water, that prep to raise that palate. Once more. 1, 2. Good. Keep going. Excellent. Measure 10, everybody. And this will be the third beat, so we'll hear this. So seconds and altos start. Alto, here's your pitch. Seconds, here's your pitch. Don't forget to breathe and raise your palate. 1, 2. Gorgeous. Excellent. 2, 3, 4. Breathe. Do that again. So altos. I wanna cross over into campground. And stay on the ah, everyone. Just the altos. 3 and 4. And notice I have over rather than over. Again, that will pull your tongue back and you'll stuff pillows down the tube. Just seconds. Okay, and breathe. I wanna cross over into firsts and seconds. 3, 4. Altos and seconds. 3 and 4. Excellent. Altos and firsts. 3, 4. Everyone. 3, 4. And keep going. And okay, boy, Boy, how quickly forget. Have a seat. Yeah. Let's just do the first and second soprano so that you can hear oh, 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 oh. Okay, measure 25, 3, 4. Oh, oh. Right, so you've got all that interplay there with the this. That's together. This is slowed. Gospel. So you've got that interplay. Let's do the altos and the first sopranos. So you just hold steady, altos. 3, 4. Steady together. And right. So some trickiness in that sometimes the first sopranos have a C natural and altos have a C sharp. So it makes it a little tweakier. Good. Back to 25. Everyone. 3, 4. Good. Now, there's a place, if you are on some other note than F, at measure 31, you're wrong. Okay. So, but that's a wonderful place that you're going, yay! I was so lost, and now I'm found. Okay, so let's do that promised land. Pick up to measure. Remember, the measure numbers are underneath the systems. Measure 29. Pick up to 29, which would be the very last note of 28. That. Okay, 1, 2, 3. First, wiggle your tongue. Excellent. Now here's your pitches. 3, 4. Excellent. Oh, wonderful. Nice job. Nice job. Great. Let's just do a little, let's do O Virtus. And Jacqueline, I'm just going to have you stay right where you are. She can sing and I can't. Okay. All right. It would be under O, Virtus Sapientiae. We're going to do German Latin, and I would like to start on line 3. Everyone say, comprehendendo omnia. Now, in Latin, in Roman Latin, we would not say the H's, but in German Latin, we will. So I would like line 3 to be sung by the sopranos. Line 4 will be sung by the altos, and line 5 will be tutti, all of you. Because first of all, I want the sopranos to say, embracing all, enclosing all. And then the altos sing, in a single way of life, in one life-giving path. And then everyone says, 3 wings you have. The next line, 6, will be the sopranos. 1 flies from on high, 1 soars to the heights. And then line 7 will be 1 from the earth exudes. Okay, that would be the altos. Yes, line 7 is alto. Yeah, sure. Line 3 is soprano. Line 4 is alto. Line 5 is tutti. Line 6, soprano. Line 7, alto. For now, okay? So, comprehendendo omnia. So let's try just the sopranos. And altos, if you want to do a ooh drone on an ooh. Okay, just on an ooh. Remember, ooh, in using your body. Good. Together, ready, and. Good. And now, sopranos, bring that larynx down. Relax this part of your throat so that your cartilages can just do their thing. Here we go. And. Yes, so it's really hard to go comprehendendo. Relax your jaw and sing comprehendendo. A little more of a blah, blah, blah tongue. And again, with your breath, and. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. It was a lot more relaxed, and you can access your air. Altos, in una via. This will be kve, German. Kve habet, with an H, kve habet vitam. I'm going to do it again. In una vi. Take a breath. Kve habet vitam. And sopranos, I'd like you to pick up the drone. Ooh. Okay, altos, here's your pitch. Ready? Go. Breathe. And when you do chant, you're going to go dee da dee da dee da dee da da, and you'll get softer at the end. So it always has this arch. Good. All right, let's do that again. Altos, and go. And back off. And you're, ooh, right. Now, tutti, everyone. Tres alas habens. So those 2 high C's, habens, just kind of lean into them and come back. So would you do the habens? Just that right there. And very good. Now, this is a really important place to have a little wiggly tongue, to have a really high palate. Now, be careful, because if you're going to do a high palate, I bet you're going to have a hitchhiker into the tongue. Raise your little... right into the tongue. You have to isolate. So watch the tongue root, make it soft and wide. But you can still raise your palate. Okay? Does everyone do habens? Get ready for that sip of water. Feel it? Breathe now, and. Oh, that is fantastic. Great. Let's do tres, alas. Everyone. And that's all we'll do. We'll do it again 3, 4, and 5. Ready? And. Add, go down to your drone. Ooh, here it is. And altos, go. And everyone. One last time. Now make sure you're breathing in all 3 parts. Oh, there's so much to remember. I was at a voice lesson, and I was playing for another student, whatever they were saying. And Mark said, my teacher said, well, don't forget about your tongue, and then don't forget about your breathing, and then your posture. And the student said, you want me to do it all? And Mark said, yeah. Okay, so here we go. So altos, would you do your low drone on an ooh? Wiggle your tongue a little bit, make sure you're breathing, and go. Now you take over the low drone or the middle drone, I don't care, both would be great. And altos. Breathe. And we're going to have an organ playing this. So everyone sing this next line. Breathe. Drink your water. Get ready for that sip. And lower your larynx. Go. Line 10. O sapientia, a soft Z, not too much. O sapientia, sorry, double T. And tia, everyone sing that. And wonderful. Good job. Good job. Wonderful. Let's do Days of Beauty. Days of Beauty. And let's stand. We're going to just skip, just to review, let's just to review page 6, letter B, sopranos, ready? It seeks. 1, 2, oh, don't forget to breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I would like you to count it like this. Suffering and its tears. 2, how well my and join us, second sopranos. So this is going to be, here's another weird thing. This is in 6/4. But it says a dotted half note equals 54 at the very beginning. That tells me it's going to be again in 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but not 6/8, but 6/4. 1. And notice the very beginning, it goes 1. When days of beauty. So it's in 2. It's actually in 2. So when we get to that bottom of page 7, sopranos, suffering and its tears. 1. How well my spirit knows. So you're going to do it in 2. All right, let's do suffering right there. Ready? Sopranos. Suffering and its tears. 2. How well my spirit knows the path. How well my spirit knows. Very good. And now let's go to the altos. Yes.
Are you having second sopranos going and singing the path on which it ought to be?
Yes, exactly. So at 39 second sopranos, you're going to go down. So it's pretty much the same rhythm you just did. Now let's do altos. Would you start, please, bottom of page 7, bottom of page 7, Stormy. Right there. Measure 34. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Excellent. Do that again, the path. And 1. Excellent, excellent. Now let's go back to page 6. Both parts together. Okay. I'll measure letter B, so that's measure 27. We all start on a D if you get lost. 1 and 2 and go. Good. Now, if you get lost, notice at that measure 35, everyone is singing a C. I love those spots. But we have to be in tune also. So we're going to do measure 34, suffering, and make sure we're all on the same C. Ready? Sufferings and 34. 1 and 2 and Excellent. Bottom of the page. On an oo, everyone's singing the same pitch. 1 and breathe. Take a little sip of water. Nice low larynx. Ready? And. One, 2, 1. Aha. Great. Let's do the whole thing. Here we go. I think we've got time. Let's stand. Oh, get in touch with that nice dowager hump and that belly and those ribs. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and don't forget to breathe. 1. Sorry. And blah, blah, blah. Let's skip to the bottom, and here we go. Two, and 1. Good. And when you do those high notes, consecrated, whatever, consecrated. Sopranos start there again, and altos, when you come in, they go consecrate, consecrated spot, consecrate, and the second altos take over from the first altos. So you're going to hear this. Consecrated spot, consecrate. Right after the cray, you come in. Okay, here we go. First alto's a little slower. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing it. And a 1. And then the last page. A nice A major chord. What a surprise. Breathe, breathe. Wiggle your tongue. Raise your palate. And lower your larynx. And here we go, all at once. Very nice. And last night I was singing with the Oakland Symphony Chorus. We're doing Chichester Psalms. And he said if people's voices crack and fall out, it's okay because it's a decrescendo. And you're left with just a couple people singing. Thank you so much. That was wonderful rehearsal. Yay. Thank you, Jacqueline. Wow. I look forward to next week. Yay. Thank you, people on YouTube.